Welcome to this overview presentation of the Fireline Systems DoorPack Service Software for QuickBooks. During this brief overview, we're going to talk about the mobile paperless system for the DoorPack software. Specifically, how you can eliminate paperwork both in the office and in the field, speed up your cash flow for faster customer billings, eliminate duplication in the field and in the office, improve your customer's experience, and learn how the system is simple to use and easy to learn for all of your service technicians. DoorPack's mobile application works with either Android or Apple, tablets or mobile devices, or any combination. A mobile app is actually installed on the device, and an internet connection is required on the device either by Wi-Fi or with a connected cellular internet connection. Let's look at a simple workflow process initiated by the dispatcher in your office. The dispatcher can have obviously multiple monitors open at the same time. In this case, one of our customers has QuickBooks open, she has her customer history open, and she has her calendar dispatch board open. She's looking at the calendar board and she can see her service technicians in these columns and the various work orders that are planned out for today. In order to send these out to the technician in the field, she merely clicks on either the technician's column to send all the work orders, or she can send them one at a time. Once she sends them out to the tech in the field, the technician will receive those work orders as assignments on the device that they're carrying. Again, the device has the mobile application installed on it. The technician in the field does not have access to the office calendar to see other technician service calls, nor does he have connection to your QuickBooks. You also have the capability for the technician in the field to be able to create a new work order on the fly, as an example if he's working after hours or on the weekend. Let's go ahead and run this job so that you can see the workflow process. Once the technician clicks a work order to open it, the mobile application will fill the screen with several buttons. The layout is very simple for the technician to learn. You'll see on this particular work order the service location, the billing address. In this particular case, this customer has an active service agreement. This is the schedule date, the information from the office regarding replacing springs on this particular job, the customer's telephone number at this site location, as well as the ability obviously to text is just a click away. The technician can click any of these buttons to activate this assignment. In this case, the technician is going to start by clicking the Map button to initiate Google Maps to get directions from where he's at to where he needs to be on this particular job. He also has the ability to click the Comments button so he can go ahead and talk his notes in for voice to text, or he has the ability to use the keyboard to type his notes directly in. If he clicks the Picture button, he can take before and after pictures, and these pictures are obviously sent back to the office and attached on the work order for reference. The Equipment button for this particular job would give the technician the ability to see the installed equipment that the office has pushed down with that particular work order. If in fact you haven't had the opportunity in the office to set up the installed equipment for this particular service location, the technician while they're in the field can go ahead and put in the equipment type, model, serial numbers, manufacturers, installation dates, etc., to help build that information back in the office for the installed equipment for the customers. In addition to that, the technician has the ability to view history. When the work order is being sent directly from the office to the field, the office will send not only the work order out, but also the previous 20 or so plus work orders for this particular service location. The technician has the ability to drill down into those work orders to see what's been performed on prior work orders. In addition to that, the service tech has the ability to timestamp his activities. When he's traveling, when he arrives, when he's starting the job, when he's completing the job. All this information can be timestamped by technician by work order so that the office has a record of the timestamps. If there is an active service agreement, the service technician can click the Agreement button, and those pieces of installed equipment that are actually assigned to that particular agreement will show up on the screen so that they can verify those pieces that are covered under a service contract. The technician can also then click the Items button. In this example, we're going to assume that the service technician's done the work on the job, and now he's going to record the parts, the labor, and his trip charge as to what he's completed. In this case, he can either go ahead and type in his line items and put in the quantities, and if in fact you do COD or pricing in the field, the prices can be recorded in here. Or you have other options. If you do have items in your QuickBooks items list and you would like the technician to be able to search for items that you already have set up in QuickBooks, he can go ahead and start to type a description of an item or put an item number in there and search, and all of the items from your QuickBooks items list that have that description will appear, and he merely clicks on it to bring that back in. As I mentioned to you, you also have the ability to block pricing, so if in fact you do commercial billings in the office, the pricing would not show up on the screen. The third option is for the service tech to be able to pick items from an Excel price list. In some cases, customers don't have QuickBooks items, but they do have an Excel price list that they'd like the technicians in the field to be able to pick from. So the Excel price list can also be attached and searched as well. In this case, we did a spring replacement. The service technician has recorded a couple of hours of labor. Note down here that he can put in his actual start time and his end time. This information will come back into the office for this work order for this technician, and can optionally be pulled into the timesheet function for payroll purposes in QuickBooks. The technician has also recorded a trip charge, and now he's reviewing exactly what he's done as if he was handwriting it on his own paper work orders, making any additions or changes, and when that's completed, he can actually present that to the customer. By clicking the Invoice button, the service technician can present this to the customer for their authorization. In the case of commercial work, you can have your pricing turned off, so there is no pricing being shown to the customer. The technician can complete the work performed description and any type of recommendations, have the customer go ahead and do the authorization and put the name of who's signing and authorizing in the box. If it is residential work or you're doing COD work, you can turn your pricing on, and in this case, we have the ability with a drop-down to select the type of payment, whether it's check, cash, MasterCard, Visa, etc. And you can use your own credit card service to run your credit cards either out in the field or call back into the office or even record it into the notes on the work order. In this case, the customer has also authorized this particular work order. The technician has completed that. We also have the ability for the technician to answer questions if they're required by the office. For example, did you apply the company stickers? Yes or no? Did you get hurt on this job? Yes or no? And these questions have to be answered before the service technician can complete this particular work order. Once the technician has completed the work order, he can send it back from his device to the office. Once it arrives back in the office, it's going to marry right up with the original work order, and all of the line items that the service tech has recorded will appear in the work order register, along with any pricing that he may have done in the field. At this particular point, the office has the ability to review this, make any corrections or changes here, put additional items in or better descriptions in. If in fact it's commercial, they can go ahead and put the price in at this point in time. Once they've completed everything that they need on the work order register, they merely put check marks next to only those items that they want to send over to create the QuickBooks invoice with. Once they've done that, they select the QuickBooks button, and those line items are created in the next incremental invoice inside QuickBooks, thereby eliminating duplication. So directly from the QuickBooks work order, we've sent these particular items directly over into QuickBooks, and the QuickBooks invoice has been created inside QuickBooks, and of course cash receipts and everything else that you would do with accounts receivable will be done from an accounting standpoint inside QuickBooks. There's no import or sync required. It's a seamless interface directly from the work order to create the invoice inside QuickBooks. For additional information or a demonstration of the Fireline Systems DoorPack Service Software for QuickBooks, give us a call at 800-890-8614 or find us on the web at www.doorpack.com.